Amir Khan versus Julio Diaz. Now, I ain't no hat man when it comes to breaking down fights. I'll admit that. I'm not really. I'm no hat man. I'm no European boxing news. I'm breaking down fights. That's their specialists. Not their. They can do. They're multifaceted, but they're really good at that shit. There. You know what I mean? But is this the worst opponent for Amir Khan, considering what happened to him one fight back? I'm not going to throw him under the bus because he does take on relatively decent opposition, Khan. He does try. I will give him credit on that. And Diaz overperformed in terms of what was expected against him against Sean Porter. And a draw wasn't a bad result. It wasn't a bad result. He drew against Sean Porter, who was undefeated. And, Diaz, he can fight with spirit. He can do that. Not a great technical boxer by any means, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing. He's determined. He's been stopped quite a lot, though. I just checked his box rec, A lot of losses on the record. Now, that's not always an indicator to say whether he's a credible opponent or not. I just don't think he's a live body. Really. I don't see what Khan is going to learn at this stage of his career fighting Julio Diaz. And if it's an inspired performance by Diaz and he takes Khan the distance, it's going to look bad. It's not going to do his confidence any good, You might as well fight someone who you can get up for at this stage here. One fight ago, you was talking about beating Floyd Mayweather. So why the sudden decline in opposition? You've already gone to the supposed man of the moment in Virgil Hunter to improve your game. So if you're with the top trainer, why do you need to go down such a level to pick your opponents? Is what somebody could ask. So I'm just playing the devil's advocate. I've got nothing against the match. If that's who he's going to fight, that's who he's going to fight. I'm just playing the devil's advocate, You're doing all this training now. You had your little one warm-up fight. My opinion is Khan has never really been a big banger. Julio just can't put in even a near simulation of the pressure and body shots that Lamont Peterson or what Danny Garcia did to him. He's got no fear factor in there. The only way to rectify what happened is to fight an opponent who was at least nearing the punching power of what Danny Garcia showed, or at least nearing the skill set of what Lamont Peterson defeated him with. That's what you need to be fighting towards is, making sure you don't have no fear of fighting a banger like Garcia, or you don't have no fear of fighting a body puncher and a pressure fighter like Lamont Peterson. Julio been stopped 5 times, man. 5 times. He's lost 7 times in 40, which isn't a disaster in itself. And it's not the worst opponent. And I actually think he fought Sean Porter at welterweight. I assume the match is at light welter. Was he going to have to shed weight as well? Julio is no spring chicken. You know what I mean? He's 33. He's shedding weight. I don't know. The more I keep keying into the subject, the worse it looks as a prospective bout. But at the same time, maybe his confidence is really shook after that Garcia loss. So maybe it's not the worst opponent, and maybe I could be stoking up the fire for other people to be just as critical as I am. you know. But in my opinion, I see Amir Khan, especially with the hype machine that's been around him, the expectation level for him to perform compared to Sean Porter is like way, way higher. Way, way higher. Sean Porter to me looks like he'd be a small like welterweight, let alone a welter. Amir Khan has far more physical gifts. He's taller, looks a little more powerful than Porter. It's not a comparable test for Khan fighting Diaz as fighting Diaz was a test for fighting Porter. It's not the same thing. Different levels. He has to be looking to stop Julio Diaz. Surely. Sure. I mean, he's been KO'd 5 times, right? He has to be looking to stop him, you know. He managed to draw with Sean Porter, who was undefeated. But it looks like Khan and his management are getting mileage out of the fact that Julio Diaz managed to get a draw with the undefeated Sean Porter, you know, and that is probably their selling point or their marketing point or their argument point of why this fight is viable. And in my opinion, I'm not buying into that, and I'm not going to slag off the fight either. Amir Khan he's fighting, who is it? Julio Diaz. Did you know Julio Diaz?
Yeah, no, I'm not. It's not interested in it.
Do you think a good opponent?
No, it's not.
Even after
he's still thinking they're giving him like soft touches in it, because like there's just trying to, because he sells a lot of tickets, yeah, and you keep the ball rolling and you try and build up his confidence, so they understand that, so they're just giving him easy fights until Danny Garcia gets through. You know what I'm saying? So you can already see already what they're trying to do to him. Is if he thinks that's a hard test from what the schedule he was on before he got knocked out by Garcia and before the Peterson thing was decent opponents, man. They were high caliber opponents. Like his best thing, he should have been against Victor Ortiz. You know what I mean? That would have been a good former art. Like, why are you going against this guy? Like,
is that who you'd like to see him fight? Is Victor Ortiz?
Yeah,
something about that level there.
Yeah. Both of them was on losses, but maybe Golden Boy wants to build up Victor Ortiz still. But that's where the level they were supposed to fight before the Marcus Maidana fight as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that would have been an alright fight for him. It would have been like both of them are kind of shattered. You know? Yeah, you put him in against this guy now, it's like, why, man? It don't bring no interest or nothing, man.
I mean, that guy's been stopped 5 times already. He's lost 7 times, you know.
Like, if you critic, it's long, man. It's like, is that what you're doing, Amir Khan? Like, and you're allowing it as well. Because I hear what Golden Boy do. They put a couple of opponents in front of you, and then you choose your team and your thing. They sit down and they choose their opponents. Okay. So they have like 5 opponents. Danny Garcia, this guy, that guy, whatever. And you choose your opponents, and then they've obviously gone for his management and him have gone for the lighter touch. That's terrible, man. And maybe leaving Freddie Roach might have just done that, because maybe with Freddie, even though we criticise Freddie, I don't think Freddie would have allowed him to fight them sort of people, man.
Yeah.
Because when he was with Freddie, he was fighting decent caliber fighters, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I don't think Virgil's got too much say in their opponents either, because these guys are fucking. What the heck are you doing, man? Yeah. I don't know if they really getting you ready for the next level. They're not. You know, what about a rematch with Maidana? You know?
Yeah.
Give you something to just, boost your confidence, man. Not this thing. It's just all it is this mate. It seems like he's getting ready to get freaking turned over again.
Yeah, he needs a make or break fight, really, doesn't he? Right now.
You'd like him to be a make or. You'd like him into, but I don't think so. I think they're just trying to give him some easy testers, isn't it?
If he doesn't stop this guy, would you be impressed if he doesn't stop him?
To be honest with you, man, I'm not expecting him to stop that guy. I'm not expecting him to stop the guy, and if he does stop the guy, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't do anything, to be honest with you. If he stops the guy, then it's like, okay. If he goes the distance, it's like, boy, he hasn't got what it takes. You see, it's either way you're fighting a guy. It doesn't. Even you win a lot. Even if you're winning, right, it's bad. And if you're losing, you deserve to lose, because you shouldn't fight him in the first place.
Yeah. What if the unthinkable happened and he lost?
Yeah, if he lost it again, look, man, he still continue fighting. He'll probably still continue fighting.
Boy.
It's not. It probably then he probably realised you should be fighting better opponents because you shouldn't. If he lost, his confidence would be shattered. But you shouldn't be fighting these opponents anyway. I mean, who's this guy?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, he's been with Virgil Hunter about 8-9 months now, isn't it?
Yeah, Virgil ain't got no say in what he's fighting. So the team Khan, they have no experience other than Khan to do boxing. And to be honest with you, I think Freddie and Amir Khan should sit down and choose their opponents. I don't think Virgil. I don't know if Virgil co-signed with that opponent or Virgil had any say in that opponent. I think Amir Khan and his team, they and Golden Boy, they gave him some tough touches, man. It's not good for him. It's not a good look. You know, it's not a good look. But like I said to you, I can criticize all the fight might be a good fight, but end of the day, you want him to fight someone in his weight class. Is the guy's not even the guy's been knocked out. I mean, why are you fighting him?
Well, the guy's somehow he's managed. He used to fight at lightweight. I remember him fighting at lightweight, but he's at welterweight now, so he's coming down.
See, exactly. So what's the point?
But
what's the point? It's not. What's the point? Amir Khan is not. I'm not going to criticize him too much, you know. Yeah. I understand that he's been knocked out with this and that. But the thing is, you got to understand them, but you're the champion, or you wasn't the champ. You lost against Peterson, and Peterson does not that thing. Why you go to rematch with Peterson? He's there waiting.
Peterson's there waiting, man.
Yeah, let's go back with Peterson. Let's go back in there.
Peterson don't turn nobody down.
After you saw Peterson beat out Kendall Hart, I don't think he wants none of that.
Nah.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And Amir Khan's just been knocked out by Garcia. He don't want no part of Peterson. You know why as well? Because this is the big thing. Peterson is still the champion, right? And Peterson is gonna fight in Washington. They dictate they're gonna dictate what's going on now. Because Amir's be the challenger. That's why they won't fight him.
Yeah, exactly. Even
though Amir will be carrying. See, Amir will get parody on purse though. Don't get it twisted. Amir will bring more money to the table. They're fighting Washington again, and he can't take that again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He won't be Khan with me. So
and I actually think Peterson can improve his game from his last performance against Khan.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he looked really good. Yeah. Like when he shoot the rig rust, he was good to go, man. Yeah. He was all go, boy. You know?
That's right.
No holding back like that. So I don't think
And I saw Kendall Hart smash up the guy he's fighting, like that Diaz. I saw Kendall Hart bust him up.
Yeah, see, that man Khan, man, I don't know what the team Khan's doing in it.
Yeah,
so they need to fix up, look sharp.
Fix up, look sharp.
They need to, I'm bothered about Amir Khan, but I'm on this. Hannon Gabriels getting knocked out, man, in Costa Rica, that big stadium, boy.
Damn,
sold out stadium, you know.
That was serious punching, boy. You don't see much punches like that in women's boxing. You don't. That's Ann Wolf standard punching.
Yeah.
That's what I saw her doing together.
She's got the makings of doing something, you know.
Yeah.
Makings of doing
she's got a good jab as well, boy. Like powerful.
Yeah.
My girl up.
I didn't know what was going on there, you know.
Yeah. She fought a live one. You know what I mean? She got a live one, boy. Maybe the management didn't do the homework properly, boy. You know what I mean?
Nah. I think they did. The thing is, they fought a top of contender because they were saying she needs to be tested, but she's inactive as well. She doesn't fight too regularly. And after the Kettle Stone, she should have got in there recently, but they fought the number one contender for the WBO, and she was a contender, boy, legitly. And she's just young, but they fought Hannon Gabriels with her foot speed. They probably thought she could maneuver her, but when she tried to throw her flurries, she couldn't get in range because the arm reach, the girl kept getting off balance with the jab. Yeah. And then when she threw that right hand on her, see, the thing is about when you do knockouts, and Lennox Lewis pointed out, is that the devastating knockouts is the one that when you're coming forward into it, you get knocked. So rarely, sometimes, someone can knock you out when you're just standing there, but when you're trying to throw your punch at the same time and they connect you, it doubles the impact of the punch, and that's what happened to her. Then she got up. You know what she remind me of? David Price. Remember Price, the way she got up on the stag and the referee stopped her on her toes. Yeah, she was out of it, boy. She was out of it, man. You know what I mean? Like, devastating.
Yeah. She's got a long road back after that, boy.
Nah. No. She might have a rematch clause.
Well, I wouldn't exercise that straight away, dude. Not straight away. That wouldn't be a good idea.
She hasn't fought. She hasn't fought for ages. She hasn't fought.
See, no, what you have to realize when you look at knockouts like that, right? You exercise a rematch clause if it was against the run of play and she laid a shot on her and knocked her out. Cool, take the rematch clause because you was in the fight. My girl was backing her up and thumping her up.
I said she might take a rematch clause. I'm not saying if she's a champion, she's a champion, then that's the first time she's been knocked out or lost.
I'd have a couple of fights first.
I don't think so. There's the pool, the weight. It's not like the men's division, man. There's no one else out there. There's no one else out there, bro. So, and the day, like, in that division, like I said, Chevelle Hellback is a good test for that girl. I don't know that girl. I try to find her on Facebook or Twitter. Like, she's not on none of them things there, you know.
I'm not even sure she can speak
she's
English, boy.
Nah, well, yeah, true that. I'm not too sure either. You know, it's interesting times though. I was happy to watch that fight, man. I mean, nothing else was going on that day, boy.
Boy, she got a clock clean, didn't she?
You see it, bruv, innit? I lie? I'm gonna be watching that black girl from now on, bruv.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be watching. I forgot. I know she's South American.
She's from Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
See, bruv, she's 19. Yeah. So you know what I'm thinking, right? She might be right. I don't know. She might be the youngest ever women's champion. And listen to this. I'm looking to call that. So when we edit the video, send it to Chevelle Hellback and say, how about you think about fighting this girl? It'd be good for you as well. So that's what I was thinking.
I tell you what, that girl's dangerous. Let me tell you why. Right?
Yeah.
That punch wasn't no girl's punch, Errol.
No,
right?
No.
She fucking clocked her. Right?
Yeah,
and even in men's boxing, you don't see one punch knockouts like that.
No.
She clocked her.
Yeah.
Hard. I was like, what?
Yeah, I know. And you know what Hannah Gabriels is about as well, because you know Hannah Gabriel, but she's probably been fighting can of tomatoes, bruv. I knew this was going to be a good fight because me and European, we looked at the box rec, and like she was undefeated, she had 2 draws, and it's like, oh, she's 18. And Hannah hasn't really been tested, and she tried to, and her arms are shorter than that girl. That girl killed her, bruv.
Yeah. One thing I noticed about Hannah, she kept moving her head to the left or the right, like she didn't want to get hit on one side of her face.
Yeah. She does. She's movement is movement, but she couldn't get in range.
Is that something she does regular?
Yeah, she couldn't get past the jab.
Yeah,
she couldn't get past that jab, bruv.
Yeah, my girl dictated the pace behind the jab. She backed her up with a jab, boy. So she was just like, whoa. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Brian Velasquez fight?
No, I didn't watch that. I just watched to
watch that fight, man.
Hannah Gabriel fight. Who was he fighting, though? I don't know who he was fighting.
I don't even know. I didn't even know that girl before fighting.
I knew that was a top-level women's match, but I wasn't going to watch that.
Brian Velasquez is the #1 contender for the WBA.
You know what I watched instead? I actually watched the K9 and Smith again. I watched it again. Yeah, and Smith, I still got Smith winning.
Okay.
It wasn't a whitewash. It wasn't a whitewash.
I ain't got it. Like I got a draw. I got K9 winning. I don't think he done enough to take it from him as a challenger. Yeah. I don't think he took it from him. You know, right. You could call it your way. I'm not gonna dispute that. Yeah. I'm just saying. I don't think in my part, he don't think he done enough as a challenger to rip the belt from him. You know,
a lot of the right rounds were very close.
That's what I'm saying to you. So you could call it either way. But he got the belt, and that's it, you know? But I didn't see it that way.
I've got no complaints about Ishe win. I think he should give my man a rematch. It was that close. I think it's close enough.
Okay, K9 don't want no rematch, man. K9 still licking his wounds from the whole ordeal with his wife and the thing. You know what I actually thought about that whole thing with his wife and that?
Yeah.
Look, man, if she's a management, and she puts herself in a management position, in a promoter manager position, they're the seats for the managers. If she put herself in the family seats would have been over there with the women, that's and that. So Floyd was just there because he's the manager and promoter or whatever, part of co-promoter. So that's the seats for them guys, and that's why she was there. And that's what happens. You know, Floyd got the jaw. I'm sure if he was sitting there behind Bob Arum, he'd probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why that situation probably arose. Okay, he maybe didn't have to say anything, but I guess he's still a fighter at heart, and he's trying to cheer his boy on, innit?
Yeah,
I'm not making excuses for him.
Yeah.
I ain't making excuses for him.
No, I hear what you're saying. I see.
There's no reason for him to do that. But if women want to be in that position, that sort of power in that position,
that's the kind of banter what goes on. So you make a valid point.
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't. She the thing is, to be truthful, she wasn't complaining. It's the people around her. She never complained.
Yeah.
It's
She
the
kept
people
her
around
composure.
her. Yeah, and no, she's not really. She give it to him good, you know.
Did she?
Yeah, she was giving it to him good, and you watch it. Then you watch the fight. You look in the background. I was watching her during. She give it to him good, man. It wasn't no helpless female, man. She's right. Told
How
Floyd.
come I keep missing that?
Told Floyd a couple of things, man. You could see her during fucking getting pissed, mate. Don't talk to me. You talk. She was getting wicked on Floyd, bruv. Floyd shut down for a bit. For what I can decipher from what
I
they were
watched it
saying.
on So Boxing. They didn't show that bit.
No, it's not a close up. You can see it while the fight was going, bruv. It's not a close up. You can see in the background.
Okay.
You can't see in the back when the fight was going. You could see her, and you can see Floyd sitting behind her. You can see that.
I was just focused on the act. I didn't see. I can't remember seeing Floyd or thing while I was watching. I was just watching the thing.
If you watch it again, you can see Floyd sitting behind her, and her and Floyd during, and you can see what's going on. You can kind of make up what's going on there.
Okay. Yeah, man. Well,
It's not no helpless thing there. You get me?
yeah. She's the management. She can't be manager. She's not no soft gal anyway. She's not. I mean, she ain't no buttercup.
People didn't like it because, you know what I mean. What's he drawing with? What's he talking to? It's out of order in Detroit, and then I mean that's the sport like. But and the day, it's not no big thing.
It wouldn't have stopped. I'm not sure if it would have stopped K9 from losing.
Ain't nothing. It had nothing, but no bearings on the fight. It's just a side thing.
Yeah.
There's no bearing on the fight. The fight is what it is, you know.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Hopefully, he can bounce back. You know, he just needs to rest his body because he took some hard punches, man.
Which one are you talking about? K9?
Yeah, he took some hard punches.
K9's fine, man. K9's fine. The only thing he's bringing is his pride, man. It's just pride, and he's thinking like, oh man, I was the champion and this and that. And I think we might have spurred him as well. Like when we said, bruv, he didn't got no rematch clause. Like obviously his wife and him are doing the management and side of it. Why didn't you have a rematch clause in your thing? I think that might have bugged him. And also
that's why you don't ditch. I mean, even when he was a champion, Don King into bat for you.
Even when he was a champion, he wasn't a fan. But the thing is, they offered him fights, and he chose to be fighting Detroit, and that's why. The thing is, he
doesn't like flying. He said
he was in complete control of what he wanted to do. He could have fought Angular, he could have fought Kirkland. They were them fights, and Ishe Smith, right? Out of them, Ishe says, right? That's why Ishe said he'll fight him in Detroit. He said, yeah, I want to fight in my hometown. See, now you fight in your hometown, so you got everything he wanted. He had everything he wanted. That's why he was happy. And then this is what happened, didn't it? More or less, you should have fought in Vegas. You know, it probably wouldn't have happened like that. It probably wouldn't have went that way. You know what I mean? And then a different opponent, because stylistically, it's like you're choosing.
It was a bad matchup for him, man.
That's what I'm saying. If you've got three opponents, right? You got three opponents, and you're choosing. You're gonna choose one. Like to be honest with you, they're all wars. But Ishe would have put an easy opponent. That's why they picked him. It was the easy opponent out of the two. Your Kirkland and Angular. That's a tough fight, but that would have been better for him. You know, that would have been better for him anyway.
Yeah, because he wouldn't. Yeah.
It wouldn't have been hard. It wouldn't have been hard to find.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then that's what I'm saying. So the only thing you can lick. This is what I'm saying. The only thing is licking his wounds. He's not hurt by the thing. He's not hurt by the punches or the
I don't see Ishe keeping that belt long.
Ishe?
Yeah.
Nah, Ishe will keep the belt. They're not going to give him nothing special. Ishe will keep the belt for a while, bees.
You reckon, yeah?
Yeah. I don't see Ishe will leave. They just got the belt. Floyd's going to make sure he get a couple of defenses, earn some money. They're going to give it out. They're smart as well. You think they're going to get this? Nah.
Yeah, how far can they go down the rankings to preserve his title?
We'll find out. But I don't see them handing him anything good.
I reckon Kirkland would take the belt off him, just rip it off him.
I think Kirkland's not in that. He's not on that. The thing is, if they go down the IBF contenders and they're mandatory. I don't know who the mandatory for the IBF is, but they can have easy fights in between. You know,
like Molina must be up there somewhere in the rankings for that belt. He'd outbox him.
Yeah, all of them are beat. Oh look, get it twisted. Yeah, a lot of people. So fight. I'm just saying he don't need to fight them. He could just pick anyone and get some money. That's all it is. That's what it's about. Keep the belt. Fight anyone. Floyd can make content. Floyd can listen. The world's at their oyster. They can fight anyone. With Floyd behind you, anyone will jump in the ring and fight on the Floyd, because look, he puts Floyd on the undercard. Floyd's got 6 fights. Ishe's going to be on one undercard, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. So that's what's going on there. So he's nice, man. He knows life is going to get much easier.
Yeah, well. I mean, he done well. He got his belt. Can't begrudge him his moment. You know what I mean? Oh, I was sad for K9 though. I was sad for K9.
K9 be alright, man.
Yeah, man.
K9 be. Only thing K9, it's a thing now. Like he's 39 years old, and to be honest with you, I don't think people want to fight Kirkland. I don't want people want to fight K9 if they don't have to. He's not the sort of person.
You don't.
He's not the sort of person you want to get in the ring with, you know?
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying? Even when he was champion, no one wanted to fight him. Now you ain't got no butt.
I don't think he was that motivated this Saturday for some reason, man.
Nah, he was motivated.
I think he didn't. I don't think he was up for fighting, my man. I don't think he was up for it.
Oh, no, Beats. He was up for it, man.
Nah, he didn't have that normal growl to his style, man.
Thing is, I think Manny, he's used to Manny and them people. Manny's used to be in his corner, Beats, and stuff like that. That's the only thing different, right? It's anything different, but other than that, he was fine, man. I think he was fine, bro.
Nah,
that's it. I don't know. That's the way I saw it. I think he was alright. I think Chi just brought a different thing to the table. He thought he could just knock him out. You know what? Dealing with Floyd is not fucking. You think Floyd coming there to lose? You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's what it was. You know, you're in Detroit, and it's like you're. Listen, bro. If Floyd is not easy, it's not easy. You know, it's not easy at all. Dealing with working with Floyd and this and that. Fine, man.
Floyd had him motivated as well.
Yeah, man.
Floyd did have him motivated, man. So it was a decent fight though.
It was alright.
It wasn't that bad.
I'll go back and watch it again. Though I'll tell you that.
You wouldn't go back and watch it again?
No, I don't know why. It's not that good.
It was alright. It was okay. Some good punches from him.
It was alright.
Some good punches landed. It was alright. It weren't the worst. It was I thought it was going to be worse than that. I thought the styles weren't going to gel at all. But, it was alright. It was a good fight. You know what I mean?
He just hoping K9 got through it and went on to bigger things, you know?
It wasn't to be, man. It wasn't to be.
That's right.
You know? But I thought K9 won about the first 3 or 4 rounds. Like, the point they took away from him was pure arms house. You know what I mean? To me, that should have been scored a knockdown.
You made me laugh, man. Arms house.
You know what I mean?
You made me laugh. Arms house, you know.
It was. That should have been scored a knockdown, in my opinion.
Okay.
It looked like he dropped him with a body shot, to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, look, K9, that's what K9 said as well. See? So, K9 said the same thing.
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm saying to you. Like, I don't think he deserved to get his belt, but he's got the belt. And it's not the worst decision we've ever had. And it is what it is. We've really moved on and...
Yeah.
K9, yeah, we look, man. I ain't seen no one else reaching out to talk to the guy who just lost.
Well...
Yeah? I'm missing people reaching out to the guy who actually lost the fight,
Yeah,
you see how we are. Reach out, concerned.
Who's fighting tomorrow?
I've no idea, man. No idea. No one's special in it, I guess. Oh yeah, maybe that guy with the lion skin.
Oh yeah, Bulgari and a Brill. Yeah. I'm not even. I don't know who's gonna win that, to be honest.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think I've seen Bulgari a few times, but I can't remember what I saw. Yeah, I mean, I suppose Avril would have to be, from what I know. I don't know even if he's favourite, because he had the one performance against Brandon, and he didn't win that. He lost. You know what I mean? Despite what anybody wants to say, he lost the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And people say it was a robbery. I don't see them fights as robberies, because even if you land more punches than the guy, but you hold on a lot and you fight a scary fight, it's not really a robbery. You know what I mean? If you go in a boxing ring and you hold a lot, you leave yourself open for the judges to fuck you over, man. You know what I mean? They hold it against you, man.
Them fight, them boy. Them. I see what happens in it. I'm not really,
Yeah, it's not really. I'm not really.
It's like is it? It's just it's a slow.
If I'm awake, I'll watch it.
Yeah, you will be, mate. You probably will be.
If I'm awake, I'll watch it. If not, if I'm tired, I'm not going to force myself to think. I'm going to get my Z's.
Well, you will, yeah. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad, is it? Get Z's, isn't it? Get Z's is not that bad, but hey, it is really. See what happens, innit?
Could you imagine the hate mail that Larry Merchant gets?
Yeah, he did. He gets a lot of hate, man. He gets a lot of hate. He gets a lot of hate. He only started getting hate when he started talking to people disrespectfully, though, to certain fighters, though, and he never used to get it before, really. Because he was quite good with the Mike Tyson era.
I don't know, man. Even if you go back there, man, Larry's got a few controversial ones, man. But there wasn't no YouTube or anything, you know, and it's different now. Everything's just like under a microscope. You know what I mean? Boxing is analysed heavily now. It's not as popular as it was then, but what is there is just analysed heavy. You can't do shit. Right? Get on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? People make videos about it.